Hello, hello, hello. Come on in, come on in. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Rich on Purpose webinar with your girl, Choyo Daniel, your money mindset mentor, your sister in wealth. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in, come on in, come on in. And welcome again to this webinar. Thank you for logging in. So let me do an introduction for those who have never met me before. My name is Choyo Daniel. I am a premier money mindset coach. I'm a seasoned entrepreneur with the belief that women can be spiritual, say can be spiritual and wealthy, leading rich lives full of purpose, passion, profit, and positivity. We got to have the profit and we got to be positive. I'm a licensed clinical therapist by trade. I have supported and empowered hundreds of Christian women by showing them how to be a richer person on the inside while still maintaining their connection with God. The key is being rich inside first, and then it will definitely reflect in your outer world. I'm an international best-selling author. I travel around the country speaking to women and girls about having this healthy money mindset and living a life of abundance. I tell people all the time that I have two black belts, one in success and one in failure. And they are both as equally important to me. So that's just who I am in a nutshell. Okay, come on in, come on in. Rich on purpose, rich on purpose. I hear women all the time talking about and asking me, well, what if I don't know my purpose? And what I always say to everyone is, I believe everyone's purpose is to create and serve. Now, you get to decide how that looks, but our purpose is to create and serve. The first description we see of God is Him as a creator. Before we learn about Him as anything else, we see God as a creator, and we are made in His image. So guess what? We should be creating. God created, and God's goal for humanity is creation. What solves our money problem? What's going to solve your money problem? And if you don't have a way to create and sell faster than you consume, you are trapped in the wrong economy. And there's always going to be a cycle of lack or just enough. So one of my goals is to help women figure out what they love, what their spiritual gifts are, and then create income around it. We have to be creating something. You were designed to create and serve. Okay? So on this webinar, I like to call this a rich dress rehearsal. We're just practicing. We're going to pull the curtains back. We're going to get honest with ourselves. We're going to look at the internal stuff that's keeping us stuck year after year after year. We're going to look at those beliefs as it relates to money and abundance and wealth that's blocking the flow. On New Year's 2023, let's make our resolutions look different this year. So this is just the rich dress rehearsal. We're looking at money. What is money doing to me? And what is money doing for me? Money should be working for you. Money is energy. Money is energy. It's an exchange of energy. And a lot of times the word money alone triggers people. I used to be so triggered having money conversations. I used to be so triggered opening up my bank account. I used to be filled with anxiety. I used to avoid having money conversations with my husband, with anybody. I was taught that it was always, you just don't talk about money. That's not normal. That's not what we do. So I had this avoidance relationship with money. And money wants your attention. Money wants your attention. So we're going to look at that in the time that we have in this webinar. Okay. So there are powerful twins. And for those who can think and create, we're all on an even playing field now. We're all on an even playing field. God gives everybody what I call the powerful twins. And the powerful twins are time and thinking, the two T's. We all have the same amount of time, and we all have the ability to think. Now, what you do with those two things will determine if you will be financially free. So time and thinking, those are so powerful. And we all have the two T's. Are you a person who has grown your awareness with spiritual principles, spiritual laws, and grown in many areas, yet you're feeling frustrated? Or maybe you're even embarrassed at times because your bank account does not reflect what you know to be true, which is we live in an abundant universe. We live in an abundant universe. You all hear that all the time, but you haven't translated that into your checking account. Your checking account doesn't look abundant. It doesn't feel rich. It doesn't feel abundant, right? Or perhaps you have developed a deep desire to give and help your kids, your grandkids, maybe your parents, your elderly parents, to have what they will love, but you feel limited in your ability to give them what you want because of your financial condition. Maybe you're the person who's making good money, but at the cost of your time, freedom. Your stress levels might be through the roof, and you don't have time to really be with the people you want to be with. Just think about, is that you? Or maybe you're the person who feels trapped because your foot, that one foot, or every time you take that foot off the accelerator of your life, you fear you're going to lose the success that you have created. You might be the person who wants to create and increase your income, but your life is good, and a part of you feeling like wanting more is a selfish desire. You might be the person who has family, friends, and team members you work with who don't support you. They don't support the idea of growing, having goals, and having dreams. And you know deep down the lack of support is holding you back. So if any of this resonate with you, guess what? You're in the right place. You made a great decision to be on this masterclass today. I acknowledge you for taking action, for being here. A lot of people sign up, but they don't actually get to this place. So congratulations. And deep down, I believe you're here for a reason. There's a lot of places you could be today. And I think you're going to be really, really glad you came and stayed to the end, because what you're going to learn has the power to completely change your life. And I'll show you what I mean. I truly believe this could be the most important online class you have taken all year long. So for a moment, connect to that part of you. Go find that part of you inside yourself that when the invitation came, you said yes to attending this masterclass. You're going to discover 3 of the most common abundant blocks that sabotage even well-intended people, keeping them from having the success they want. And more importantly, you're going to learn how to overcome these blocks so that you can unlock an even greater joy and fulfillment and the financial freedom you want in your life. You're going to discover the keys that wealthy people repeatedly use to actually become magnets for abundance, for more opportunities, and you will learn a proven, reliable system that will help you finally break free from any abundant block you have so that you can finally actually have the financial freedom you want, the abundance you want, the peace of mind, and the free time you desire. Now, my promise to you is that I'm going to give you everything I can in this short time that we have together. We don't have a lot of time, so I can't give you everything, but I'm going to do my very best to give you as much as I can in this time frame. And for those of you who want to go deeper, I'll let you know about a powerful system I created to support you called the More Money Method. But we'll talk about that later. And I want to encourage you to stay to the end because I have a very special gift that you're going to love. And I'll be giving you this gift at the end of the masterclass, which is, I'll tell you the gift now. It's the abundance affirmations that I actually use to keep me in an abundance vibration. And you're going to learn in this class why that matters. And make sure you stay logged in. Don't log out and try to get back in, because when the class is at capacity, if you log out, there's no guarantee you'll get back in. So know that this is all about you. I'm here today for you. So just stay focused and stay to the end. I discovered on my journey that there are both the laws of abundance and there are invisible. Those laws are invisible. And there are also invisible abundance blocks that are in each and every one of these. And these energies work in opposition to each other, opposite of each other, right? So for years, I studied abundance and the principles and the invisible laws that governs the visible, measurable results we call our own. But I didn't know how to work with the laws. And I had no idea how to identify, let alone release my own inner abundance blocks. The laws of abundance, when you know what they are and how to work with them, it's like pressing your foot on the accelerator of your life. And it feels good because you work really hard and you try your best. You do everything that everyone is telling you to do, but you don't get the results you want. And you think there's something wrong with you. And really, there's nothing wrong with you. You just don't know that belief, the chains of thinking, your thought pattern that's stopping the flow of abundance in your life. So we're going to try to uncover at least one of those blocks today. And when you're being controlled by these internal, unconscious, abundant blocks, it doesn't matter how hard you push on the accelerator. These blocks are like having your other foot smashed on the brake. You won't get very far. And guess what? It's not a smooth ride. So the key is to master the laws of abundance and release the internal, unconscious abundance blocks. Only this way can we create both the financial abundance, the time freedom, the fulfillment, the peace of mind that deep down we all want. So we have to transmute those programs and those beliefs. And as I learned how to align with these laws of abundance in my own life and release my own inner blocks, guess what? My income doubled and then tripled, and onward it grew. My impact to the world expanded. All the things that I was holding as images and dreams for myself, while I said, this is what I said I wanted more prosperity in my life, more abundance in my life. I had hidden internal blocks that were literally repelling the very thing I said I wanted. And chances are, if you've been wanting more abundance in your life than you've been having, at some level, you are most likely repelling the success with unconscious blocks. So we say we want money. We say we want to be rich. But guess what? There's a program that's operating in us that's saying just the opposite. And that's what we want to uncover. So I'm going to invite you now to write down a yes or no. If you have any of these thoughts, you can actually say it out loud. I know I'm not going to hear it, but God does hear it. So when you participate, there's an energy exchange that happens. So write down yes or no if you ever had these thoughts. Rich people are selfish. Rich people are unspiritual. Yes or no? No judgment, just yes or no. Have you ever had the thought, if I became really successful, if I get really rich, I won't have time that I want to spend with my loved ones? Have you ever had that thought? Yes or no? Have you ever had the thought, money is actually the root of all evil? Have you ever had that thought? Becoming more financially successful is actually going to have a lot of problems that will come with it. I mean, I could be a target. People might sue me if I have a lot of money. And think of all the taxes that I will have to pay. And my family and friends might either want more from me or they actually might turn on me. Have you ever had that thought? Yes or no? Have you had the thought, if I want to earn more money, there's a part of me that thinks I will have to work a whole lot harder to have more money. I just have to work a whole lot harder. I'm already doing 40 hours a week. What she want me to do, 80 hours a week? If you had that thought, write it down, yes or no. Have you ever had the thought, if I take the time off that I want, my business might fall apart, my life might fall apart, my career might fall apart, or I will be let go? Have you ever had that thought? And here's a big one. You should just be happy with what you have. You should be happy that God bless you with the little. Just be happy, just be satisfied. You should be grateful. What's wrong with you for keep wanting more and more? You're just greedy. Have you ever had that thought? So I invite you to notice without judgment, just as I notice my own internal resistance to the idea of loving the symbol of my own freedom, money. If you answer yes to any of these questions, you're now discovering some of your own internal resistance to more abundance in your life. So think about it. No judgment. It's about being honest with yourself, because we're trying to create new money beliefs. We're trying to create new money stories. And the first step is awareness. And nobody can identify that but you. Okay, so now in all of my research, I've discovered that there are at least 8 common abundance blocks that can actually sabotage your progress, right? And keep you from the results you want. In the time we have left, I'm going to share with you 3 of, I like to call them the most common abundant blocks. So abundant block number 1, living in a get mindset. And you can write that down. living in a get mindset. You're focusing on and living in a get mindset. So you're focusing on getting. And I want you to notice this, that actually get is a version of lack. If I want to get that, I'm speaking from lack because I'm not a match for it. I'm going to get it. I need to get more money. I need to get more time off. I need to get more time with my kids. I need to get more clients. I need to get more things done. I need to lose this weight. I need to get. And guess what? Most humans are raised with the idea that in order to have something, I have to have the thing, the condition, so I can do the things I want. So then I can be happy or be rich or be fulfilled. It starts with a have. If I have the education, if I have the acceptance, if I have the job I want, if I have my boss approval, if I have, then I can do the things I want to do. And then I will be happy. And then I will be prosperous. And then I will be blank, 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 blank. That is a very long, slow, dragged out way to produce change in your life. Looking to have before you do so you can be. And we got to flip that on its head. Highly successful people practice being a match for what they want, doing the things that they can do with what they have, producing the have that gives them the things that they want. So you must move to be so that you can be this vibrational match for the abundance that you want. Why? Because likes attract likes. So you have to raise your vibration. And I know, I get it. It's easy to say those words, and it's not so easy to do ourselves. But you must become a match to the abundance, to the love, to the gratitude that you want in your life. You have to shift from a get mindset vibration and move into an abundance matching vibration. Okay, so that was abundance block number 1. You got it? Abundance block number 2. Living deep down with a fear of loss. The fear of loss is actually the hidden belief. You don't know it's there. It's the hidden block that if you actually go for what you want and you actually create more financial abundance, deep down you fear that you're going to lose something that matters to you. The future imagined pain of losing something significant to you actually keeps your results from moving forward, keeps you from moving forward, and keeps your results stagnated year after year after year. And so some examples of very common fear of loss beliefs are, if you were to create more abundance, it might cause you to lose the good that you already have. It might cause you to lose a relationship that matters to you. It might cause you to lose something else that you really value, like being a spiritual person. I value that. And if you really got abundant, maybe you wouldn't be this spiritual person anymore. So that fear, that doubt and worry, it disconnects us from the source of abundance. So learning how to deal with the fear and the doubt and the worry as they come up, and then installing a new belief that you actually can have the success you desire and continue to have those things that matters to you in life, that matters to you when you love, that is not an either or life. It's a both and. Hear me when I say this. It's a both and. It's not either or. I can have this and have the people that I love. I can have this and have the relationships that matters the most to me. So the idea that I cannot have what I really want and have abundance is a fear-based blocking idea that lives in your subconscious mind. You may not even know that you have that block. So abundance block number 2, fear of loss, which can show up as fear of losing the good you already have. someone or something you love, or something you value. So you must reprogram that subconscious fear of loss vibration with the vibration of abundance to actually have the abundance you dream of. And this is so huge because a lot of people fear that they will lose good relationships, because people will not want to be around them anymore, only because it makes them feel uncomfortable. And just look in your life now, when you have grown in certain areas, some family members have stopped coming around you. And it's not because you have done anything different. It just makes other people reevaluate themselves, and then they don't become comfortable around you. So people fear that, and they will rather keep everything the same so nothing change. Okay, abundance block number 3. And this is a common one, so common. Number 3, deep down believing I am not enough. This is the belief that you do not have what it takes. Others do, maybe. Others do, probably, but not you. Can you relate to that? It's the thought, I'm really not smart enough. I'm not skilled enough. I'm not educated enough. I'm too young. I should have done this later in life. I'm too old. I should have done this earlier in my life. Fill in the blank. I'm not enough what? And that could be a block that's operating in you. Let me ask you a question. Have you recognized in yourself any of these 3 abundance blocks that we just talked about? Chances are, if you're like most of us, of course you have. That's normal. The challenge is these blocks are actually pressing down the brakes on your life, on the good that you desire. They're impeding your ability to experience greater income, greater joy, greater time, freedom with the ones you love. So the question becomes, how do you dissolve these blocks and raise your vibration so that you can have the true abundance, the income, the peace of mind, and the freedom that you deeply want? So do you recognize yourself in any of those 3? As I promised earlier, if you will love a really easy, really fast, step-by-step way to break free from your abundance block so that you can allow the results you want quickly and easily, I created a program just for you that takes you through a proven system. I named it the More Money Method: how to control, alt, delete unhealthy beliefs. And that's exactly what it is. Now, so far we have discussed 3 abundance blocks. Remember, in all my research, I discovered that there's a lot of abundance blocks that will completely sabotage your progress. It will keep you from having the results you want and deserve. You don't know what they are. You don't know how to overcome them. And that's why this program, the More Money Method, is a proven, reliable, repeatable system designed to identify and eliminate those hidden abundant blocks. It reprograms your subconscious mind. It gives you the spiritual secrets for having more financial freedom, greater fulfillment, more time freedom to spend with your family and those you love. So now we're going to, in a few minutes, we're just going to invest a few minutes to explore how this system could work for you. And then I'll show you how to gain insight. This is something that took years, right, to get all of your abundance blocks in your subconscious mind. It will actually only take a few weeks for us both to identify and then replace them with an abundance vibration that will actually transform you. And let me just explain a little more about where these abundant blocks live. So this is a stick person. This is my buddy. And this is our mind. And our mind is divided into 2 sections. The top of our mind is our conscious mind. And this is where we do all of our thinking. This is where we can accept or reject any idea that's coming into our minds, right? That's why it's so important that you protect your ear gates, your eye gates, and you just protect what's going in your mind. So it may not be wise to sit and listen to the news all day long talking about a recession, because what is that going to do? That's going to create fear. And you can either accept the idea or you can reject it. For me, I have rejected the idea of recession. You know what I have accepted? More millionaires are always made in a recession. And guess what? I'm going to be on that side. I'm going to be a part of that crew. I'm rejecting the idea of recession. You have the choice to accept or reject. You decide what you want to do with that. But for me, I'm rejecting the notion of recession. So your subconscious, this is the powerhouse. This determines our results. So if I look at your life and I see your results, I already know how you're programmed. So the abundance of blocks that I have been talking about, they reside here. And this was formed in childhood. So you're operating off of someone else's beliefs. A lot of the stuff you believe about money, abundance, and wealth, they're not even your own. They're your mom's, your grandmother's, and they just get passed down from generation to generation. And we never stop to evaluate or create new belief systems around money. Now, we'll create new belief systems around everything else, but we never stop to reevaluate and to look at our money story. We just accept it for what it is, even though in our logical minds, we know it's not true. We know it doesn't make sense, but this programming overrides it. So one of my goals is, and let's just call this programming down here, programming X, the I'm not enough, I'm not worthy of money, you know, or whatever your money beliefs are, your limiting beliefs are. Let's just call it program X, right? Program X has been here for decades. So my goal is not to go and try to reprogram all of that stuff. That would take a lot of work. And the reality is, if you like me, I'm lazy in that area. My soul capacity has a limit. And I'm not trying to go back all them years to figure out how I got that belief. I'm not trying to blame my mom. I'm not trying to blame my grandma. I'm not trying to do all of that. What I am trying to do is to become aware of what's holding me back and then create a new program. So we have program X, right? We need to create program Y. We need to give all our attention to this new model of thinking, this new model of being. And if we put all our attention over here on program Y, program X will die naturally of lack of attention, because whatever you focus on grows. And that's part of the problem. All we do is focus on lack. So there's no surprise that lack continuously shows up in our lives. That's all we're focused on. So you need a coach that's going to help you and train you and help you get disciplined in your thinking to focus on abundance. It's a cycle, y'all. The system is designed for you not to win. And if you don't know how to break through the system, no matter how hard you try, you're going to continue to press the gas and the brake at the same time. Then you're going to think there's something wrong with you. And there's nothing wrong with you. You just fighting the wrong battle. You're fighting up here in your thinking. And the fight is down here. This is the powerhouse. We have to create a new model until the old model becomes obsolete. Because this is where the vibration is. This is where the emotion is. So you are attracting everything in your life that's in harmony with the program that's here in your subconscious mind. So if that program is lack and I'm not enough, you're going to constantly attract lack. Likes attract likes. And if that vibration is lack, guess what? Your energy is low. You don't want to show up in the world. So your action is like nothing. Or you can get started on something, but then you quickly stop and you come up with all these excuses, and then you beat up on yourself because you always say, I can start this business or I can start this diet and I'm never successful. It's because you have not changed the program. You have not changed the playlist. You're still operating on an outdated program that's not serving you. So we identify the blocks, we're aware of the blocks. And then through repetition, we have to create a different paradigm. So the system work is really simple. The More Money Method, first of all, it's a 6-month group program, and it's designed to help you clearly identify your hidden abundance blocks because you have blinders on. And when you're in the picture, when you're in the picture frame, you can't see the picture, but a coach can. So it's to help you identify your hidden abundance blocks and then show you how to eradicate these blocks forever so that they never hold you back again. It shows you how to raise your vibration so that you become a magnet for allowing greater financial flow, for more time freedom, and abundance is right here. Abundance is right here. There is no block in God. Let me say that again. There is no block in God. The block is in us. We have to identify and think about it like this. Money is like water, right? And that's why we call it currency. Money is like water. And think about a dam. The only way the water stops flowing in a dam is if there's a block. So we have to lift the block. We have to remove the debris so it can flow. And all of this that I'm talking about, the blocks are internal. It's not the government. It's not your spouse. It's not your parents. All of this stuff is internal, and only you have the power to remove the blocks. Okay. So this program, the More Money Method, this program leads you through releasing the blocks and opening up to, and then harnessing the abundance that is right here. Each week, there's 3 simple and fun components to this program. First, there's an hour-long masterclass with me. Inside the masterclass, you'll discover several abundance blocks and some abundant laws that highly successful people know and use and apply to their own results to get them to the next level. And you're going to understand and know how to do this too. Second, you're going to receive the More Money Method action guides. What is this for? So at the end of each week, you're going to receive a short action guide that gives you a simple activity. So you ground what you have learned and you apply the principles in your life so that you don't just think about it, but you're actually doing things where you become a magnet to the abundance that you want. These weekly action guides are simple. They're highly effective, and they take the guesswork out of knowing what to do next. And third, along with the masterclass each week, you're going to receive a proven money manifestation meditation. We will go right into your subconscious mind together, and we will literally transform, releasing those blocks and laying in major repetitive vibrations of abundance. Okay. you must raise your vibration to the abundance you want. And again, that's what's attracting opportunities to you. That's what's attracting money to you. That's what's attracting relationships to you, is your vibration. That's why I always say you have to have a high money vibe. You have to. We have to get on the money frequency. And the vibe consists of, I like to call it the beat: beliefs, emotions, actions, and your thinking. All of that stuff must be aligned together. It must be in integrity. So you can't be thinking, poverty and expecting abundance. It doesn't work like that. It's not going to work like that. Everything must be in alignment. So if you think in prosperity and you feel prosperous, guess what? Your actions are going to be prosperous. We can't continue to send mixed signals out to God, the universe, whatever you want to call it. And that's exactly what the meditation would do for you. So to harness the power of your subconscious mind, each week through the program, I'll give you a money manifestation meditation created exactly for that week in your progression through the program. They're simple. They're fun to listen to. They're 10 minutes. So a 10-minute meditation you listen to each day that will propel you up to the abundance scale and helps you stay connected to the true source of all abundance. And to make it even easier, I've included a personal concierge for you. What is this about? This is a trained person on my team that connects with you, and you connect with them by phone. If you should have any questions, if you're stuck, if you just don't understand a concept, we are available. So this make it easy for you to call and get some support if you want some. Ask any questions you have. So it's very simple. Each week you will meet with me for an hour. You take a simple action from your action guide and you listen to your meditation. So what does it take? It takes about an hour a week and 10 minutes a day to reprogram your subconscious mind and connect to the abundant life you dream of. Now pause with me here for a moment. Would you be willing to invest an hour a week and 10 minutes a day to have the financial freedom you really want, the time freedom you really want, the life you will love? If you're not willing to invest an hour a week, 10 minutes a day, let's not work together, because I can't do it your way. I can show you how this works and how easy it is, but you have to put the time in. The best part of doing this program is how you're going to feel and what you will create for yourself, what you will create for your family when you put this system to work in your life. Like my other clients, what's happening in their lives is because they apply this system in their lives. So imagine what it will look like. Imagine what it will mean to you to allow the flow of greater finances, greater abundance, greater positive energy, greater joy. Instead of living the same life over and over and over again, or it slightly gets better, but not really having the freedom you want, consistently increasing and expanding the good in your life. Just imagine with me for a minute, feeling good, feeling greater, growing in peace of mind, experiencing less and less stress because you know you are in control of your results. You understand how things are happening and occurring in your life. Imagine that deep down fulfillment and satisfaction you can finally feel being able to invest and spend time with those you love and the way you want to enjoy a deeper connection, laughing, having fun, creating lasting memories. And think about the thrill of finally giving your loved ones the amazing experience you have always wanted them to have. taking them maybe on that dream vacation, traveling to the places you wanted to go, perhaps, or having your aging mom have a place to live, or get your grandchild or your child into the university or college of their choice, or helping them buy their first home. All the things that as people who love people will want to do for people. Just imagine the fulfillment, the deep, long feeling of meaning that you have, that you would have when you give the support to your church, to the charity, or the cause that matters to you. You wake up in the morning, you put your feet on the floor, and you know that the world is a better place because you breathe on it and you have taken these steps. These are stories that are normal to me. I hear them again and again and again from people who have learned this system. And it's the experience that I have had, and it could be yours. You could be next. You can be next, but it's a choice. You have the power to choose. So I know you're like, I wonder what the investment is. I wonder what the investment is. So here it is. Other programs on this scale of what this program offers charge anywhere between $8,000 and $10K easily, hands down. The investment of the entire system of the More Money method that includes lessons, action guides, meditations, your personal concierge is normally $6,500. And guess what? It's worth every penny. The transformation that people get in their lives is worth triple this cost. If you go on my website right now, there's a wait list for this program. You will see that this program is $6,500. However, I'm reaching out to you on this masterclass and I'm making it as affordable as possible. Why am I doing this? Because deep down, I believe that never before on our planet has there been a greater need for more wealthy, conscious people and more spiritual leaders. People will not only take care of their own needs, but will also do good things to make a positive impact with their abundance in the kingdom of God, ultimately. I don't think we have ever needed that more than we need it right now. So in that spirit, and to make it easy as possible for you, if you take action today, I have a special limited time offer just for you. Today, when you enroll in the More Money method, your investment to get started today is only $833. $833 to change your life, to change your income, to change and shift your mindset. And I hear you. Some of you all are saying right now, I don't have the money. You don't need the money. You know why you don't need the money right now? Because you have not made a decision. The money and resources only comes when a decision is made. And for most people, that's the universal strategy of poverty. They wait to see the money in the account before they ever make a decision. So that keeps the cycle going because you never see it first. You have to have faith and you have to believe it first, and then it will come. You have to make a decision. You have to make a decision. Then the resources will line up. Just look over your life. Look at every opportunity that you have passed by because you have not made a decision. Money comes when there is purpose. Make the decision, figure it out. This stuff is life-changing information. You don't want to have to keep jumping on free webinars to get bits and pieces and trying to bootstrap this. Let me help you cut across the field, make quantum leaps in your life, start walking in your purpose and serving at the highest level, the highest version of yourself. You are not serving at the highest version of yourself if you're worried about money, and or if you don't have money to do what you need to do, and or if you can't bless people outside of your home, if you can't bless your church, if you can't bless your community. So get registered today. Get registered today. It's just 6 monthly payments of $833. And this gets you on a path to wealth and abundance. Again, here is the link. Get registered. Your paradigm is going to immediately tell you you can afford it. Your paradigm is doing its job, because remember, that money belief is you're broke, you're always going to be broke, and there's never enough. So your paradigm is actually doing its job. At some point, you have to override your old way of thinking, or it's insanity to think you're going to get different results. You're not going to get different results. Your history has proven that to you. You will not get different results if you don't do anything different. Let's take action. Let's take action today. Click on the link, get registered, and I will see you. I will see you in the group program that's starting in 2 weeks. Thank you all so much for coming. I know this is challenging information. I know everything internally is fighting you, but let's move over to abundance, to prosperity. Prosperity is divine flow. And when we're in divine flow, then we move to abundance. Let's start really operating in the kingdom of God. Let's have some spiritual integrity, because right now we're out of integrity spiritually if we are still struggling with finances. So again, thank you for coming, and I will see you all in the group. Take care.